What if I told you that every single night your cat sleeps next to you, they're actually sending you messages you've probably ignored for years? Not random behavior, not just something cute, but something much deeper. And if you've been misunderstanding it, you might be missing signs your cat has been trying to show you all along. Because when a cat chooses to sleep with you, that decision isn't small. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things they can do.
And once you understand it, you'll never see your cat the same way again. Most people think it's simple. Cats get cold, humans are warm, end of story. But that idea falls apart the moment you realize how incredibly resourceful cats are when it comes to finding heat. Whether it's a sunny window, a laptop, a radiator, or even freshly dried clothes. So if warmth was the only goal, you wouldn't even be necessary.
The real reason goes much deeper because sleep is when a cat is at its most vulnerable, no defenses, no awareness, no escape plan, and yet instead of hiding in some quiet, protected corner, they choose to walk into your room, climb onto your bed, and fall asleep beside a creature far bigger than them, which isn't just comfort, it's trust at the highest possible level. Your cat is essentially saying, I trust you enough to let my guard down completely. And that's something most owners never fully realize. Now, think about this. Have you ever noticed your cat rubbing their head against you before settling down? It might seem like affection, but it's actually a form of communication. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, and tail. And every time they rub against you, they're leaving behind a chemical signature. But when they sleep pressed against you,
Something even more meaningful is happening. They're blending your scent with theirs. In the wild, cats that belong to the same group share a communal scent. It's how they recognize family and signal safety without making a sound. So every night your cat curls up next to you, they're performing an ancient ritual that says you belong to me and
that's not ownership, that's connection at a biological level, which is also why your cat might intensely sniff you when you come home from somewhere new, because your scent has changed and they're trying to restore that shared identity. Now, here's something even more surprising. Your cat might actually believe it's protecting you, and it all comes down to where they choose to sleep, because that position is never random. If your cat sleeps near your head, your feet, or even facing the door, there's a reason behind it. Deep inside, your cat still carries the instincts of a predator, and predators are always aware of potential threats. So when your cat positions itself beside you at night, part of it believes it's standing guard, watching entry points and placing itself where it feels most useful, even if it wouldn't realistically defend you. In its mind, it has taken on a role and shows up for duty every single night. And then there's the way your cat sleeps, because every position tells a different story. If they curl into a tight ball, they're protecting themselves, which means they trust you but still have a slight layer of caution. If they stretch out completely with their belly exposed, that's the ultimate sign of security. They believe nothing bad will happen in your presence. And if they turn their back to you, it's not a sign of distance. It actually means they trust you so much that they don't feel the need to watch you at all. When your cat presses tightly against you, wanting zero space between you, that's the strongest signal of attachment, not clinginess, but pure emotional connection. But it goes even deeper than that, because your cat is actually changing its natural behavior just for you. Cats are biologically wired to be most active at dawn and dusk, not during the hour. The bonded cats override that instinct and adjust their entire schedule to match yours, staying awake when you're awake and resting when you do, not because they have to, but because they choose to be in sync with your life. And if you've ever had a stressful day and noticed your cat suddenly staying close to you, that's not a coincidence either. Cats are incredibly sensitive to changes in human behavior. They can detect shifts in your body language, your breathing, and even your scent, picking up on signals like stress hormones without you saying a word, which is why they often become more affectionate when you're feeling down. But here's the part most people overlook. If your cat suddenly stops sleeping with you after doing it for months or years, you should pay attention, because cats don't break habits without a reason. It could be physical discomfort, illness, environmental changes, or even emotional stress. But whatever the cause, they're not being distant, they're communicating. And that nightly habit you once thought was small was actually one of the deepest signs of trust they could ever give you.